Hi there and welcome to Rob's Video Demos. I'm Rob and I'm looking at WinX HD Video Converter Deluxe provided by Digiarty. Now, it's a video converter. Why would you need one of those? Well, I've got several. Some of them are fast, some of them are a little bit slower. I use them to convert from one video format to another. Sometimes a video file is just too big and there's a smaller format, so I use that. Sometimes a particular tool I'm using, the video editor or whatever, just can't accept that format, and so I change it to another. Thus the need for a video converter. And here it is, or here is one, the WinX HD Video Converter Deluxe. So let's give it a go. Now, if we have a look at the interface and click on the plus button up here with the word video next to it, I'll select an AVI file, open it, it'll draw it in, and it comes up with an output profile. You can scroll the list, choose the profile you want, and there's quite a good range there. I can't really think of anything I've missed. And we'll just select WMV, it's the Microsoft format, and go OK. And basically all we have to do at this point, if you want to keep it really simple, is set your output to a folder and it'll default somewhere, and you say OK or done. You can also change it down here on the destination folder line. You don't really have to think about anything else if you want to keep it nice and simple. Just press run and away it will go. And I've done this several times already into different formats. I've used it on Windows XP and this never seems to fail. It always converts and it's always been readable in the tests I've done. So I won't take that all the way through to its completion. You can see it's chugging along quite well. It's not the fastest converter that I've used. There are others which possibly make better use of the graphics processor unit, the GPU. Perhaps that's the difference, I don't know. I haven't looked under the covers, but let's stop this. It works quite well. It's got all the features that I need, and I suspect it's a fairly common feature set. So let's not worry about that too much. What I wanted to look at was its ability to do a little bit more, and that was to do some editing. So let's click on Edit. And I'm not expecting a lot. It's not a fully fledged editor, but there you are. Brings up the preview. And I have to say at this point, but although everything worked, it just didn't quite come up with the preview in its entirety or in the right place. It's hard to describe, and it could have been a problem with my machine, my Windows XP machine, quite old. It has been loaded up with a lot of different software. There could be a conflict, but it seemed to have an overlay problem. Otherwise, let's move along. You can adjust audio in this little editing display, but I don't need to do that. You can add subtitles, but again, I don't really want to do that. I'd use a fully fledged editor if I wanted to do that, to be honest. But it's nice and clear. Crop and expand, enable crop. This is a nice feature. It's always nice to be able to do this sort of thing without having to go into your fully fledged editor. You can move the cropping window around. That's a nice thing. It's something you'd have to play with and see whether it suits you, but useful. And trim, which again, once you enable it, you can lop off top or tail a video. So you can't actually do much else. You could divide by half, I suppose, in either direction, and you end up with segments, but it's a very rudimentary way to edit. If you just trying to take the credits and the titles off, then that'd work. But otherwise, it's very simple. So it's a very simple tool. It's nice that it's there. It's there in your video converter, so it's handy. So there you are. That's really it. You press done to make that all happen. So there you have it in a nutshell. This has been Rob's video demos, talking about the WinX HD Video Converter Deluxe from Digiarty. And thanks for watching. Bye.